All right, Sparks volleyball. Oops. All right, Sparks volleyball fans, here we are, semifinals, gold bracket. And the team we're up against is Westmoreland Elite out of Pittsburgh. We know the Allegheny area has some damn fine volleyball players. Shanahan's biggest competition is probably North Allegheny. And off to the right start there on a flub serve by Westmoreland. And Emily Mace back to serve. Strong serve to start from May. And a nice block by Emma Halveston. Sorry, that was probably kind of loud, but damn, that was a nice block. 2-0 Sparks. And, oh, I thought that was going to be an ace. Great serve. Free ball comes over. Kira Dunn puts it up to May, and Halveston gets blocked on that one. 1-2. And a missed serve receive there. Scores tied at 2. Gaddy gets that one up to May. Halveston with a nice little dink to the middle. And a nice block from Halveston. May puts it back up, and Halveston gets it back over. A good teamwork there. And missed dig there from Chilcote. 3 serving 2. Westmoreland up. That one comes over to Gaddy, and that one lands in. So the point on a kill for Westmoreland. 4 serving 2. A winner of this game moves on to the finals. Loser's done. Dunn got that one up to May, and a big kill from Suzanne Gaddy. By the way, Laura Gaddy is in the building. She has arrived just in time for see Suze with a big kill. Ava Propsner back to serve. And that one's a little bit too low. And West E takes the 5-3 lead. And a nice combo there. Dunn is not able to get under that one for the dig, and 6-3 West E. 6-3. Dunn gets that one to May. Hoy swings hard, and Westmoreland has a hard time with that one. Side out Sparks. 4 serving 6. Good matchup so far. And Emma Halveston sends that one. Tad out. 7-4, West E. And that's an ace from Westmoreland as that one drops right on the line. That was the correct call from the line judge there. Propsner gets that one. May puts it up, and Hoy takes a big swing cross court. Free ball over. Dunn with a dig to May, and then Abnett puts it down. Westy libero sends it to Propsner, who gets it to May, and over to Scherner, who almost found an open spot. Another dig from, oh yes, dig from Propsner, and Scherner was able to just poke that one over. It's, I can't tell. 8. And it's 8-5, or 5 serving 8. Sarah Scherner back to serve. Nice cross-court serve from Scherner. And set up. Propsner with the easy dig. Nice set from Scherner. Hoy puts it in. And that's a nice hard swing. Great dig from Propsner. And Scherner's able to get that one, and Hoy kills it. I think that was Hoy. Guess it could have been Abnett, but I couldn't see. 6-8, Sparks. Another beautiful serve from Scherner, nice and low, cross court. And Kapai got a piece of it, but not enough of a block, and Props couldn't get there for the dig, so it's 9 serving 6. And Abnett puts that one into the... Ooh, they say that one was out. I guess they had a better view than I did. Although the consensus on our side saying it's in. But, I don't know, I couldn't see it. And Hoy's able to dig to get that one. And Abnett blocks, but that one goes off to the side. And the girl's looking to try and settle down. Lost a couple of points there. It looks like 11 serving 8. And Dunn gets it, or 11 serving 6. Now it's 12 serving 6. Dunn's able to get it up, but it isn't able to get over the net. And Coach Sobes calls a timeout. 11. That was the first time the girls have really been challenged all weekend. And they need to keep their confidence up. Propsner receives that one nicely to Scherner. Hoy with a good swing. Propsner gets that one. Scherner sends that one over to Hoy, who pushes it to the middle. And it's 2-touch on Westy. Nope, 2-touch on Sparks. A little bit of a late call, so that's 13 serving 6. Dunn gets low for that dig. Scherner over to Hoy. Hoy gets the first ball there. And Scherner back sets to Kapai, who swings. And that one's out. Good call there. And it's 7 serving 13. Liv Hoy back to serve. Liv Hoy gets a pretty good amount of power for not taking a few steps there. And Westy couldn't return that one, so it's 8 serving 13. 13-8. Looked like a bit of a carry there, or a two-touch, but Scherner sets Gaddy for a nice one. Gaddy gets the ball that's close to the net there, and then takes a swing to the back, but it's out. And it's 14-8 Westy. That was a good serve, and Chilcote's able to get it, and Scherner puts it up. Chilcote sends a free ball over. And a back set from Westy goes into the net, and Sparks sides out 9-14. Kieran up to serve. And that one served out. That's 15 serving 9. 6-point deficit for Sparks. Biggest deficit they've had, really maybe the only deficit they've had. Dunn puts that one up to Scherner, and Gaddy's able to get a good hand on it, and that's a missed block there from the combo of Kapai and Helveston. A 16 serving 9. And Helveston, mad about that last one, gets it right back. He gets on the board, gets the 10th point for Sparks. 16-10. Emily May back, trying to make it 11. Good serve. Libero struggles with that one. And that one stayed in. Looked like they had a pretty good view of it, but wrong choice. And it's 17-10. Unfortunately, they watched that one, but it hit the line. Line judge shook her head no, and it was the right call. 18-10. Chilcote puts that one up to May, sends it over to Helveston, who swings hard for the kill. That's 11-18. Don't count these chicks out. They've definitely come back from bigger deficits before. The line judge keeps looking at me. I think she thinks I'm talking to myself. And that one's out. And that's 12. Yep. You get that right one. 12. Propsner goes up for the serve. That's handled. And nice dig from Kira Dunn there on a good hit from their top player. And Hoy puts it back into play. And that one goes too far back for anybody to be able to get it. Looks like 12-19, I want to say. Tough to see. Dunn, nice pass to May, who puts it up to Hoy, who gets blocked, but is able to get it back, and Propsner with the helper. And they call a net violation against Sparks. And it's now 20-12. Dunn moves up for another good pass, and May sets Helveston, who puts it into the net. That's 21-12. 21. Hoy gets that one. Back deep. And May puts it back to Hoy. And that one hit the... I guess it rolled over the tape and down. That's a nice kill for West E. It's 22-12. Hoy puts that one up to May. Hoy hits that one at an odd angle. Dunn can't get to it in time. 23-12. West E looking a little cocky now. Dunn gets that one up for a short pass to May, and Helveston gets it over, but there's a ball on the court, so they'll replay that one. Propsner gets that one up to May. He gets it to Scherner, who sends it out. And set point for West E. Girls looking a little deflated. Need to rally back up for the next set. Smart play by Hoy, who just drops it in the middle. It's nice that you don't give up, even though you're down by 24. Yeah. So showing that Hoy does see the court well, and then a good serve from Helveston that results in a free ball. And Ava Propsner puts it over. And that one went off of a finger, and Helveston can't get the dig, and that set's done, 25-13. First set loss. Yeah. First set loss for Sparks today, or this weekend. So, Coach JJ's in there to try to pump them up, get back on the horse, and see what else we could do. Looking in the huddle, some of the leaders, two captains, Kira Dunn and Sarah Scherner, both talking to the team, as well as Coach JJ, trying to keep their spirits alive and momentum up. They've got a lot of confidence, and they should. They just need to remember their basics. Sure. Sparks with the first serve, and they start out with the lead, 1-0. Our team trying to get loud, or our fans. Who am I kidding? That was Janelle Abnett getting loud. Another point, Sparks, as that one goes into the net. Another good serve from Emily May. Dunn's able to keep that one from dropping. May gets it, and that one, I guess they rule, gets blocked, and they're able to put it back over without it being a 4 hit. Nice pass from Jess Chilcote. And that was Gaddy gets blocked, and Helveston puts it into the net. It's like Helveston's a little bit in her own head right now. She was kicking ass earlier. She just needs to remember how strong of a player she is. Gaddy, that one takes a weird bounce off of her platform, and it's 2-2. And that was a mental mistake there from Chilcote. Misses the receive, and it's 3-2. And there we go. That one comes up. Good talk there, and Gaddy passes, but nobody there to get it, or miscommunication between setter and DS, and it's 4-2. Chilcote, nice pass up to May, and Gaddy swings hard on that one, and that'll be a point for Gaddy. Nice kill. That was a good bounce back there. 4-3. That's 3 serving 4. They have a Propster coming in. No, this is the semis. They have a Propster. Back, up, and over. That one's out. Take advantage of those mistakes from West E. It's 4-4. And that was an overpass there from Westy, and Sarah Scherner hits it out. That was a nice setup on a mental mistake from Westy, but Sparks couldn't capitalize. That's 5-4 Westy. Another mistake from Westy. Sparks girls have to make them pay for these mistakes. Emma Helveston back. Channel that anger, Emma. Good serve. Goes back to 6. Back set. And nice dig from Propsner. Nice call off from May. And then Abnett puts it back. And that one went off of Scherner's fingers, and Propsner couldn't get there with the dive. It's 6-5. 6-5 Westy. The quarterfinal matchup right before this was Westy against United, or Pitt United. 2 Pittsburgh teams. Scherner gets that one off of a set from May, and they're saying that May's set was done illegally. So it's 7-5. And that's an ace from Westy, as Propsner can't get to it. Eight. And another ace. It's almost time for a timeout, I think. I might have taken one there, but maybe Coach Zobes wants to save it. Yeah, one of their better players serving. This 43 has been pretty good. Propsner puts it up. May comes back midcourt to get it, and Scherner kills that one. That one's in. Nice form from Scherner there. And it's 6 serving 9. Want to make sure you keep this one in. You know, a little bit of adrenaline, a little bit of anger. She's going to be tempted to hit it too hard. And that one stays in right on the line. Perfect serve. Couldn't get better than that. That's how you channel that irritation, Miss Scherner. 7 serving 9. And that one is up and over, and oh, that one just hit the tape and rolled, and boy, can't get to it. 10 serving 7. That one's short over the net, and Hoy just plays it, but number 11 is going to make him pay for that all day. And then you overpass like that. Can't let good teams set up. That's 12 serving 7. That one is rejected. Oh, I'm sorry, it was 11. 8 serving 11. 11-8. Oh.
She moved it so I could see.
Hoy's back to serve. She sends it back to 27. I might target that area if I were serving, and Gaddy sends that one too far. It's 12 serving 8. Yeah, at this point, have to play smart. Certain people you have to try and keep it away from. You have to think about who you want to commit early. Dunn gets it to Abnett, and Chilcote's able to save it with a free ball. Dunn puts that one up. Scherner with a set, and Abnett gets her own block, and she hits it twice though. Not allowed to do that, Gwynnifer. She has her hands in her face, she knows. It's 13 serving 7. And that one was probably headed out, but Chilcote already let a couple of those go and didn't want to do it again. So 14-8. Westy. That one's out. 9 serving 14. And it'll be up to Kira Dunn to try to get some serves to get these guys back into it. And that's the way to do it. I mean, that was a great serve. And a good return, but number 27 was not able to get to it. Now, I'm thinking that's exactly where Kira Dunn's going to go again. Going to 6 is my guess. Into the net. What's it? 15-10. That is where Kira Dunn was going, but a little low. Game of strategy. Find those weak spots. Chilcote puts it up to Helveston. And that one, yep, I didn't think so. That one went off of the net, not off of the hand of the player, so that was 4. And a 16-10 Westy. Dunn puts that one up to Scherner, who is just too far out of play for Gaddy to be able to get it, and Sobes pulls her girls back in and try to get the train back on the rails. 17 serving 10. That's the thing when you have a handful of teams playing up in a lower division. You play easy, 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 and then all of a sudden you get to the other team that's at your caliber, and it's a bit of a struggle. So hopefully Coach Sobes gave him the answer. That one goes to Dunn, who gets it up to Scherner. And then Chilcote sends it over. And sort of a half-hearted dive there. Chilcote not able to get it up. And it's 18 serving 10. Chilcote up to Scherner. Dunn's able to run over to put that one in. And Scherner gets her hands on it and sends it out. And it's 19-10. And just like that, all of those things that when everything's going right, just turns around. It's almost like nothing you could do goes right at that point. Nice pass from Dunn. Scherner puts it up for Gaddy, but on her way over, Scherner hit the net, and it's a violation. 20-10. 5 points away from elimination here. Chilcote puts that one up to Scherner. And Gaddy is same thing as last time. Into the tape. It bounces back, and it's 21-10. 21-10. There's a good hit from Gaddy. Such a mental game. 90% of it. That's the way Gaddy's been hitting all weekend. Yep. And Emily May hits it into the net. It's 22-11. Chilcote to May. Scherner sends it long. And off Chilcote and back, and it's 23-11. Helveston gets that one. Done. Pass to May. And Helveston sends it in. That's 12, serving 23. And in typical obnoxious fashion, East Coast Power is now lined up behind Sparks. Bouncing balls, acting like dickheads. Sorry, viewers, for the sorry, moms, for that. It's just annoying. But amidst that, Sparks gets a point. It's 13-23. Propner sends it to one. Pass Propner to Mays, and Scherner hits it into the net. That's 24-13, match point here. Propster to May, and Hoy puts it over. Again, Propster to May. Helveston this time. He'll Tap it in. Propsner sends that one up high, and May gets the second ball, and Hoy can't finish, and that's the match, 25-13. Sad to say, Sparks is done for the day. Well, it was a good try this weekend. We have one more chance left. Penn State, see you at Happy Valley in May.
What's up with these guys, like, just hovering behind him?
I mean, I don't think it would have changed the outcome, but it's completely